Ooh, talk about doctors, talk about lawyers, talk about leaders. The teacher is key. We want a better nation, quality education. This can only be if our teachers are trained.
I am welcoming you on behalf of the Academic Board, which is the highest decision-making body in the university. It consists of the top management, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Finance Officer, Librarian, Internal Auditor, Works and Physical Development, as well as all the deans of the various faculties and all the heads of department of the various departments, as well as who are not necessarily academic staff. And we are scattered over 7 campuses, 6 campuses, 3 in this town alone, 1 University of Education, whenever in a very recent table of competition has consistently and now placed number 3 again. We come only after the University of Ghana, Legon, and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Your Excellency, this university is the largest populated in the whole country. We have over 69,500 registered. We are going to graduate about 15,000, 52,000 people have bought admission forms to be admitted in this university, and 51,000 of the 52,000 have already submitted the application. Yes, I think you can applaud. There is no university with that type of numbers, because I have in many ways. Because numbers are everything. Your Excellency, we intend, with the blessing of Academic Board, my advisors, this big decision-making body, we intend to admit not less than 30,000, so that all things being equal, we can take at least 25,000. So whereas we bring in 25,000, which means that by this time next year, we'll be informing you that we are 79,000 strong. No university in this country is that, in spite of the growing numbers, we have not been fortunate enough with the necessary commensurate human resource, and I mean teachers and other support staff, to help teach. And so when we enter into relationship and partnership with you, one area that I am thinking of having conversation with you publicly and privately will be, what are some of the secrets of Israel? I have had the privilege of being in Israel and I have loved it. And I know you are very smart. Maybe you can employ. And so how do we pay 1 million Ghana cedis every month, in addition to the 12 million that government supports us to pay our staff, when we are mindful of the fact that a simple lecture block that seats about 1,000 students will cost less than 3 million Ghana cedis. So it means that what we're doing is that we are almost shooting ourselves in the foot. What we can do, in every 3 months, we could have built 1 lecture block, but we have to pay these people. But there are many exciting things that I'm sure we can do together. So Academic Board has asked me to say that you are very welcome, and we are all ears to listen to your mission in a brief way, and then we will take it from there. It's very exciting to hear, and I'm sure he's going to repeat it, the director from Jerusalem, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Project 10, that they felt, even though they've been in this town for about 3 years, they felt almost like an island. And I want to assure you that with your relationship with the university, you will be very visible and everybody will hear about you. You are welcome. Thanks very much.
thank you. Specifically, especially after understanding that since reopening the embassy in Accra in 2011, I'm the first Israeli ambassador to visit the university, so I'm honored to be here. And I'm also honored because when I come to a university and I smell the academic, I love it. I miss university, and I'm always saying that my next profession, I will go back to the academia. So I envy. You are my envy. Your Vice Chancellor, you were talking about the magic or the miracle that happens in Israel, and I can say that in Israel we have a spirit of innovation. We are thinking out of the box. We are not seeing things as they are. We are critical. We are asking questions without things. And this is, a lot of it comes because of two reasons. One is the oral Bible, okay? In the Bible and in Judaism, we are all commanded to ask and to choose again and again to be part of the Jewish religion. Every Jewish person wakes up in the morning and chooses again and again to be part of this religion. And in the whole stories of the Bible and the oral Bible coming after the Bible, there are questions. Why did God say this? Why didn't he say something else? Why should we believe in it? We are not taking things as granted, and this spirit is already part of the Jewish identity, and therefore also a part of the state of Israel as it is. The second reason for this success story of the state of Israel, which is, by the way, 11.5 times smaller than Ghana.
Yes.
Okay? And we have 9 million people, 9 million citizens in Israel. The story of success comes also from the scarcity, from the fact that we didn't have anything when we came back to our homeland, when we came back to the Holy Land. We didn't know how to do agriculture. We didn't know how to get water. Israel is 70% desert. And we were a political island. We could not import or export from our neighbors because we had, they were our enemies. Yes. So, without any history and without any tradition of agriculture or for water, of defense industries, we had to pull up and become something that we are not. But this, my esteemed friends, was also our lack, because we didn't have the tradition to be tied to, and we didn't feel ashamed for not doing what our ancestors did, and we could have been innovative. We could have taken new ideas and implement them without hurting the tradition of our forefathers. So from this scarcity, we are now the first country in the world in recycling water. 88% of the water in Israel are recycled, which is huge because the next state after us, the next country after us in the world is Spain, with 14% of recycled water, 1/4, okay? We don't have water scarcity. Our water are not only recycled but also coming from the sea, desalinated. Most of our agricultural products are exported outside. We don't need so much food, and we are in a very, very good situation. And all of this is coming from one word: innovation. And innovation in water, in agriculture, in defense is a product of some concepts that we have inside us: teamwork, critical thinking, creativity. The things that Project 10 are going to implement in their project are part of the Israeli identity, and this is what made us, that thing made us what we are today. Last thing, we have an NGO. It's part of a huge agency who actually was the foundation for the State of Israel. But it is a thing that they are doing good things, and not only here but all around the world. This is not a mistake that they chose Ghana, and it is not a mistake that they chose Winneba. Winneba maybe is an island, but an island of excellent schools, the investment in education, or in West Africa, and I think that you definitely deserve it. Our partners, our local partners, we owe them a lot, and we would like very much to see the Project 10 and Mashav, which is the Israeli Development Agency, will have more cooperation with the University of Winneba in trainings, in academic relations, in direct relations between universities. The program of Project 10 with volunteers for hosting me today. I will give the floor to Mr. Shai Letzer, the CEO of Project 10 in Israel. Shai, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, but we have people from Israel that living over here in Winneba, not far from here, and we are here in the last 3 years, and we're going to stay here. We want to be here. Okay? And we want to do something very simple. We like education. We are coming from a background of NGO that work in Israel in education, not formal education, informal education, afternoon activity, experimental education. Okay, this is our expertise. We believe that in the 21st century there is a place for school, but school is not enough. And I think also school have to change a little bit. We believe that there is social skills, life skills regarding teamwork, self-representative, working together, conflict resolution. We decided we will put our main educational aim to develop those. And what we are trying to do over here, and the aim that we came to the university, and we want to create this partnership, that we want together with the university to operate 2 centers, educational center, that will work with children and teachers and find a way to bring those social skills to action. This is, you all got a small booklet with the idea over there, and in a minute Jessica will give some more information. But at the core of what we are doing is informal education, experimental education, and we want to do it Israeli and young Ghanaian people from Ghana, from Winneba, work together to bring it to the people of Winneba. And I think it helped us to be a better society back in Israel, and I think it can help you. I think it's a mutual partnership. I think you can help us with maybe student and training, and we can help you back. And I think the fact that you bring people from different culture to speak about cooperation, about conflict, about things like this, I think it's very important, and I think and hope that we will find in the coming months taking this idea that we brought, and it's not our idea. We didn't invent what is written in the booklet. But in life, we need to be practical. And I think university is doing something very important, that is trying to see the macro, the theory, but also have the need to be connected to the practical. And if we will succeed to bring it to some of the school in Winnipeg, and also to some idea of informal education afternoon, you have to understand in Israel, there is a flourish services that operate after school. They bring a lot to the teachers and to the student and to the children. And maybe it's an innovation that we can bring together with you over here. So I will stop here and I will ask Jessica to show you some of the material that you have in the PowerPoint. Thank you very much.
We are managing today a few projects at the community, including the experiential education through arts, social games, thinking through games. We also teach ICT. We operate a farm as an educational tool, it's an educational farm. We teach health, and we also work in leadership aspect, and we are operating a few leadership groups. In the afternoon and during the day, we're working already with a partnership with some of the local schools like Church of Christ, the Light School, Santa Nas Family House, Family Home, and also St. Clair School and Unipra South, that is just next to our small center we're operating today. We also aim to create a local network of leaders, of social agents that will be trained and that will be working with us together. And we focus on the recruitment and training of the local agents in order to make it sustainable, that we want to work with the people and lead here our ideas and projects. And the next step for us, that we can go to the second and last slide, will be to formulate an alliance with Educational University of Winnipeg. So we have two proposals that are completely open, but this is our ideas. For one side, we want to focus on the training. We want to give to the Winnipeg students what we manage, what we believe, what is our concept of education. And together with you also to work and train the teachers of the schools we're already working, and maybe to extend it even more. Besides that, we want to manage and operate internships. We want to open an opportunity for students from university to do their internships or to volunteer in our areas, in our center, in the schools, to work together with us side by side. I just want to add one thing, that we believe in common work. We don't come here to do the work. We believe in the power of the community. We believe that we are learning from you, and we are giving and bringing our innovation and our concept of education. We're already doing it, and we want to work together with university. This is the next step. Thank you.
Well, we want to say a very big thank you to your great team. 3 major parts of the university's teaching, research, and extension community service. So I think that we will be able to sit down together and at a closer and a more intimate meeting, draw certain links, and then if it's possible, if you're interested in signing a memorandum of understanding with us, I think we'll be more than happy, because it's one of those win-win situations. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you.
In Israel, and how scarcity leads to creativity. So this is a book for you, Professor, Let There Be Water, about the water miracle in Israel. And we have brought also of the university. It is in Hebrew and in English, okay? And it is about the Israeli discoveries and developments, again, on innovation in Israel. And we will be thankful if you can give it to the students to see it.
Librarian, please.
I knew that it was a good
The university librarian.
Thank
very much.
But I think we're the first university to play host to you. No. When we have gotten to have 4, or at least have 4, we can then begin to give you the others. We are so happy that you're here. And this is something that you could take so they can remember us when you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And also to you, your speech so wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diana. Diana. The vice staff for the others, they are with us in Winneba. So we saw them out on our own. Thank you so much.
I sat with my back to you.
That's right.
Thank you very much, and I really hope to see you again in Winneba as soon as we can.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
In fact, on this note, I'm extending official invitation to you to attend our next congregation, which will be about 5 weeks from now. So, Diana, make sure you put it in the calendar. Thank you very much.
Thank you.